A firefly passed through the keyhole. The child who saw it did not survive the week. No wound was found. No mark on the body. The parents reported seeing a small light in the room the night before she fell ill. By the third day she could not stand. By the fifth she could not speak. By the seventh she was gone. Origin Protocol. Incident File 013. Entity Designation, Mimicry, Art 013. Classification, Mimicry-Class. Danger Level, Apex. The you people of Ghana and Togo have one name for the thing inside that Firefly. The Adze. And they will tell you plainly, there is nothing you can do to keep it out. The record begins with a child named Ama. Village of Kpando. Southern Ghana. 1887, a missionary physician documented the case in detail because he could not explain it. The girl was 7 years old. Healthy. No prior illness. She was found pale and cold on the morning of the fourth day after her family reported a strange light in her room. Her younger brother said he saw a firefly near her sleeping mat. He tried to catch it. It slipped through his fingers and vanished into the wall. The physician noted, blood pressure severely diminished. No identifiable cause. Patient non-responsive. Deceased by nightfall. He recorded 4 more identical cases in the same village before the rains came. He never returned to Kpando. His final notes were marked inconclusive. The U elders had a different word for what he could not name. The Adze does not hunt randomly. U oral records are consistent. It prefers children. Village testimony insists it does not choose at random, that something in its selection process is deliberate, not opportunistic. The pattern repeats across coastal Ghana and southern Togo. A light appears in the room of a sleeping child. Within days, the child weakens. Within a week, the child is gone. No blood visible. No mark. Only the slow drain of life force from a body that was perfectly well days before. Physicians arriving after colonial contact categorized these deaths as malaria. The timing aligned. The method was invisible. But the U understood something the physicians could not measure. The mosquito does not choose. Testimony insists the Adze does. And what it chooses, it does not release until it is finished. The village of Nloga. Southern Ghana. A period of extended Adze activity recorded in U oral tradition. 7 children in 6 weeks. All healthy before the first light appeared. All gone before any medicine could be administered. The village ran out of palm oil. The coconut stores were depleted. The elders recognized this as a sign that the Adze had grown desperate, that it had been consuming the substitutes because something had disturbed its access to blood. But the children kept dying. The families moved sleeping arrangements. Blocked keyholes with cloth. Sealed window gaps with clay. None of it held. The Adze slipped through wool. Through clay. Through wood. The 7th child was 4 years old. Her name was Abla. She was described by her family as a healthy child who had never been ill. She was gone in 3 days. After Abla, the elders called for a trapping. The Adze exists in 2 recorded states. In its primary form it is a point of bioluminescent light. A firefly. A beetle. A glowing sphere no larger than a thumb. In this form it passes through any material barrier. It leaves no trace. It cannot be struck by conventional means. But its primary form is also its limitation. The Adze must feed. And to feed on blood, it must enter a structure. And in entering, it can be observed. The U knew this. If captured mid-feed, the Adze is said to assume human form. What emerges is no longer a firefly. According to these accounts, hunchbacked. Jet black skin. Curved talons where fingers should be. In human form, it becomes vulnerable in ways the firefly form is not. No ward, spell, or potion is documented to hold it back in its primary state. The only recorded path to destroying it runs through capture, and capture is not guaranteed. The trap requires palm oil and coconut water. Set inside the structure where the Adze has been feeding. One local account describes the theory precisely: the Adze, when its preferred food source is inaccessible, will consume substitutes. And in consuming them in confined space, it can be cornered at the moment it transitions from feeding. The elders of Anloga placed the bait inside the dwelling where Abla had slept. They sealed every exit except one. They waited outside. The light appeared before midnight. It moved toward the bait. The room went dark. Then came a sound. Not a child's sound. Something lower. Something that did not belong in a small dwelling. Missionary ethnographic records from this region describe similar accounts but do not document outcomes directly. The elders who were present opened the door. Later missionary ethnographic accounts from this region describe a figure crouched near the palm oil vessel. Abnormally proportioned. Dark. Fingers extended into curved points. It turned when the door opened. It did not speak. It moved toward the opening at speed. What followed these accounts do not document in full detail. They note only that the entity was destroyed by morning and that no further child deaths were recorded in Anloga in the years following. The U did not celebrate. They knew what the elders knew. The Adze that entered Anloga was one Adze. The Gold Coast is long. The villages are many. And in each one, when a healthy child sickens for no reason, when the oil stores are found mysteriously depleted, the question is the same. Was a light seen the night before? Mimicry-Class remains uncontained. The Anloga incident represents one documented successful termination. What it represents in the larger pattern is unknown. The U population spans hundreds of kilometers of coastal West Africa. U scholars contacted for this file confirm that Adze reports continue. The form is consistent. A light through a keyhole. A healthy child. An unexplained decline. Origin protocol has identified no protective measure. No ward. No amulet. No prayer has been recorded to hold the entity back once it has selected a target. The trap works when conditions allow. In most cases, conditions do not allow. The children who were selected before a trap could be set are not documented by name. They are documented only by absence. This file remains open. The Adze does not stop moving. It does not stop choosing. It is moving tonight.